So I was doing some thinking. Because, in my off time, I just be thinking about Batman and stuff. I think I was thinking about this last night when I was driving Uber. And I was like, you know what? Why, or not why, I think Talia al Ghul in The Dark Knight Rises, I think what's interesting for me is to think that Raish, like, so the League of Shadows, they know about Bruce. They know about his parents because they were gonna try to reset Gotham, and it didn't work. So I guess they kind of already had their eye on Bruce. Uh, you know, and if that isn't the case, we definitely know they had their eye on him at some point because Henry Ducard shows up, aka Ra's al Ghul. Unless Ra's is like a mantle, which is pretty cool. If it's like a mantle, like a Black Panther mantle, you know, it gets passed along, and that's why different people can become Ra's. Ooh. But I like to think that one of the ways that Talia gets in with Bruce is that she's done her research and she acts like his mom's. Not on some like crazy, weird Sigmund Freud type stuff, but like, how else do you make sure you get in with this dude? Yeah, you could just be nice. And she's pretty, but also I think it has something to do. I think he saw some familiarity there. Whether it was her heart, whether it was her personality. I'm not saying there's actually facts or clues to this. I just like to think that, as opposed to just coming in and Bruce is just like, oh, pretty, pretty woman. You know what I mean? She has resources, but I mean, you know, she's nothing like Selena Kyle. So I like to think one of the ways she got in there to get her revenge was to look, you know, I'm not exactly sure what he wants or what he likes. It's not like Bruce, he's a playboy. Or at least his persona. But I digress. So I think that's a pretty cool thing to think about. For me, when I think about like invisible scenes, the stuff that doesn't get talked about, and it's not necessary for the story to be told, but I like it because to me it makes it more interesting. You know. So yeah, Talia al Ghul researches Martha Wayne, and that's kind of up in the air because we didn't really know too much about Martha Wayne's personality, really. You know. Um, all we know is that she had the pearls in the Dark Knight trilogy. This is where Dark Knight Rises. You feel me? So yeah, Dark Knight Rises. Talia.